26th December 2019, practically 2 a.m. in the morning. And it's one of my very favorite days, always, because 26 is always a very good day in cricket. But today I wanted to talk about something which we really wanted to do, and and it's just outlook about Treasury Consulting. 3 months before, when I had a word with a very senior banker in a big bank, I just checked with him that can we make Amazon as a marketplace whereby we can sell derivative contracts. I never expected, in fact, I had shared this with three people. One, the American banker, one, the Australian banker, and one, the Indian banker. The American banker took one day and he said, why not? The Australian banker took roughly 1.5 days, and he said, we need to see whether Amazon allowed or not. And Indian banker gave upfront answer, 3 minutes, not possible. Last week, we did that. Treasury Consulting Group opened an account on Amazon, which you can see by opening amazon.com. And in this, if you open amazon.com, along with 12 other marketplaces, just like amazon.in, I don't remember all of you, I remember amazon.jp, amazon.ca, CA stands for Canada, amazon.au, basically Australia, and amazon.netherlands and the 12. Just open amazon.com and type Rahul Magan. You will see that Treasury Consulting become first company in the globe who started selling derivative contracts on Amazon. And we do not end up here. We already being approved by Flipkart to sell on Flipkart, and we are 2 steps away of selling on Lazada. I don't know how many know this or not. Lazada basically operates in 5 countries and predominantly Singapore, Malaysia, although they have 5 countries in their kitty. Now we would like to assure you one thing, that like we stated in our I would say Outlook 2020, that 2020 would definitely not only be a year of carnage, but would also be the year of technology. And 2020 can simply be termed as a year of disruption. I am fully in sync with that. One thing which I would like to assure you, and I would like to confirm very clearly and very honestly, that Treasury Consulting will cross more than 100 derivatives before touching foot on Singapore FinTech Festival 9th November 2020. Like I assured you that before starting Singapore FinTech Festival 2019, Treasury Consulting would have multiple things in the kitty. Similarly, before starting 9th November 2020, Singapore FinTech Festival, more than 100 derivative instruments would be live on Amazon. There is a very good thing which is there in currently revolving in the banking circle, which is the virtual banking. And I have a deep interpretation issue with the Monetary Authority of Singapore, although I have a deep respect for Monetary Authority of Singapore. And having said that, on 30th December, which is practically 5 days from now, we are filing for our banking license in Singapore. And we really do not worry what people think about us, because we know one thing, that when you have a big vision, so if 100 people are watching you or 100 people are with you, then 99 do not understand that. How many of you ever thought that we can sell derivatives on Amazon? And if you are thinking that Treasury Consulting vision of selling derivative on Amazon is over, then I would like to let you know that we are also launching derivative exchange. Till now, the world heard every second day commodity exchange, electricity exchange, natural gas exchange, and all these kind of stock exchange and all these kind of stuff. But we launching derivative exchange, which is a marketplace whereby a buyer can interact with the seller directly and you can buy and sell the derivative instruments. So this is definitely not the end. And somewhere in the second half second stands from 1st of July till December. Somewhere in the second half of 2020, we will try launching the trade finance instruments, just like standby letter of credit, bank guarantees, DPLC, direct pay letter of credit, SPG, standby bank guarantee, and all on Amazon. Our idea is very simple and clear, straight cut. 2020 would be remembered as a year of disruption, and Treasury Consulting would not act as an audience in that. Rather, we would participate in 2020 as a disruptor. Sitting today, banks are moving towards digitization. They are launching bots, although their bots are not functioning correctly. Like if you open the bot, which I think his name is Stacy or something like that, we need to recheck. On Standard Chartered Bank website, it's all about retail banking. If you talk about Bank of America bot, if you talk about Goldman bot, they're all about retail derivative. But Treasury Consulting bot is talking about asset classes, and more data feeding is going on. Everyone know that. And more importantly, one more important thing which we're going to do is that in 2020, trade finance instrument, mutual fund, exchange traded products, exchange traded fund, index traded fund, and anything, derivatives can directly be buy from Amazon. If you don't trust me, open amazon.com and type Rahul Magan. I always feel fascinated with the fact that finance and the treasury is a very big area, and a life which we got in, which might be 60, 70, I don't know how much, but the life which we got is not sufficient to cover in the derivative space. Because a lot of things are happening. That is a different thing that few idiotic central banks like Reserve Bank of India, who do not understand anything beyond INR, and they are using wrong terminology in the media and our paid media, which is calling this as Operation Twist. Rather, it is a reverse Operation Twist. But anyways, we have a video in that regards. Look at that. This is what we're going to discuss tomorrow, and this is Retro India 2019. So people come to me and say that video making is very easy. This much amount of data I need to collate, I need to read, and then I need to make the points, and this we're going to shoot tomorrow, and this is more than 60 minutes video. Tomorrow night we're going to shoot that. It would be available day after tomorrow. But to wind up with this video, I would like to assure you that Treasury Consulting aim is very clear, that by November, 9th November 2020, when the Singapore FinTech Festival will start, Treasury Consulting would have over 100 plus derivative contracts available live on Amazon. And all these 100 plus derivative contract would cover all 8 asset classes, which is foreign exchange, equities, fixed income, commodities, structured derivative, emission derivatives, carbon credits, petroleum product, and almost what not. We would like to assure one thing very simple in 2020 is that a person who really wish to learn something new, he need not to go and have a meeting with the bank front office. Rather, he can open the Amazon and buy the derivative instrument, and our back office team via virtual conferencing and video conferencing will help him to understand that derivative contract. Maybe on-site, onshore, offshore, or nearshore. More things to come. To conclude this, Treasury Consulting believes only in one thing, which is disruption. And our disruption is that approximately 26 plus products which are coming in 2020. 26. And all these products which we are launching would be available in Singapore, Hong Kong, and multiple countries of the globe. And more importantly, we are turning out to be an e-commerce player in 2020. I still remember 16th July 2016. When I started this company, Treasury Consulting was not even having a website. And today is 26th December 2019, when Treasury Consulting is a cash-rich company and not a single dollar being invested by venture capitalists. Single dollar. And I assure you one thing, when we meet next time, the same time in December, we would have a lot of things, and we let the people, those who are sitting at the senior designation, know that Treasury is not about Indian rupee. It is much bigger than that. And in this week, we are not only filing for bank license, rather we are uploading 2 more derivatives on Amazon. I'm always fascinated by a few gentlemen in my life, those who started from scratch and today turned almost immortal, almost immortal. And nowadays I'm reading this book. This is on Sir Lee Kuan Yew. The Sir I'm using before him is not out of compulsion, because I am a Singapore based company. It is out of respect. When he got the leadership of Singapore, Singapore was nowhere closer to a global financial center. Nowhere. But when he died, Singapore was a global financial center. And even today, Singapore is a global financial center. When Google started, no one ever dreamt that one day Google will reach to everywhere. Similarly, Zuckerberg, similarly Apple, and a lot of good examples. No one ever thought we can sell derivatives on Amazon. We did. And if you are thinking that our objective will close in 2020 by uploading 100 plus derivative contracts, then you are heavily mistaken. Heavily mistaken. Because our objective is to be a company with a tag which even banks do not have, and which is derivative as a commerce. Jeff Bezos launched e-commerce. The first product he sold is the books. I am launching derivative commerce. This is about my vision. And I don't worry what people think about that. I really don't worry what people think about that. I never mind the dislikes will people give on our YouTube videos, because I know one thing, that I am serving a vision which people do not know. And more importantly, to conclude this video, in 2020, in the very first quarter, Treasury Consulting is entering into a service which is known as WhatsApp banking. Just think over it. I just would like to conclude this video with one line. Neither of the top big banks of the globe will sleep in 2020, nor I sleep. Because 26 plus products are coming, WhatsApp banking, Amazon, and a lot of stuff. With this, we thank you very much, and we just would like to let you know that there is no limit of dreams. The only limit of dream is here. There is no limit. And tomorrow, when we meet, we discuss about the retro Indian economy. And just to let you know, there are 10 topics which we shortlisted about that, and all are hot topics. Have a good time and talk soon.